Selamat pagi, Prof. Herman. Berikut adalah video presentasi saya tentang Expand Entrepreneurial Vision. Saya Nadira Shifarabani dengan NIM akhir 90048. So here are the contents of my presentation. The first one is introduction. The second is connotation of entrepreneurship. The third is types of entrepreneur. The fourth is entrepreneurial environments. The sixth is value of entrepreneurship. The seventh is a review of entrepreneurship education. The first one is introduction. Entrepreneurship permits every stage of human society, reflecting not only economic activity, but also the life philosophy, creativity, and resilience of entrepreneurs. It shapes how individuals identify opportunities, take risks, and create value in response to changing environments. This chapter explores entrepreneurship from multiple perspectives, including its core concept, various types, environmental conditions, underlying values, and key driving factors. By examining this aspect, the discussion aims to strengthen understanding of entrepreneurship and encourage deeper reflection on its fundamental nature and role in societal development. Next is connotation of entrepreneurship. There are two expressions of entrepreneurship in English, entrepreneurship and enterprise, with the former being more commonly used linguistically. Entrepreneurship originates from the French entreprise and the German Unternehmen, both meaning to undertake, and is often understood as the entrepreneurial spirit. Innovation and risk-taking from its core, with innovation as its soul and adventurous as its nature. Overall, entrepreneurship refers to entrepreneurs' ability to break through resources constraints to identify new opportunities and create social value. Since the 1980s, scholarly studies have approached entrepreneurship from three main perspectives: personality traits, entrepreneurial activities, and the entrepreneurial process. The first one is personality traits. Research on the personality traits of entrepreneurs emphasize identifying common characteristics. Scholars generally agree that entrepreneurs are innovative, proactive, willing to take moderate risk, self-confident, and achievement-oriented. Key traits highlighted across studies include common communication skills, flexibility, problem-solving ability, leadership independence, internal control, resilience, and a strong drive for self-realization. Innovation is consistently regarded as the central feature distinguishing entrepreneurs. The next is entrepreneurial activities. Due to the limitation of personality-based research, scholars shifted their focus to entrepreneurial activities such as introducing new products or services, improving efficiency and reducing costs, applying new technologies, innovating organizational management, and addressing unmet market needs. From this perspective, entrepreneurship is viewed as purposeful action to create and develop business through resource integration, management, and risk-taking. However, this activity-based definition often overlooks the dynamic nature of entrepreneurship, particularly the influence of time, environmental interaction, and cultural and institutional context. The next is entrepreneur process. From a process perspective, entrepreneurship focuses on identifying and seizing opportunities in dynamic and uncertain environments. Scholars such as Timmons, Churchill, and Kuratko define entrepreneurship as a value-creating process driven by innovation, foresight, risk-taking, and effective resource integration, regardless of existing constraints. It involves opportunity. Reputable entrepreneurship combines spirit, capability, and behavior, enabling individuals and organizations to create value, remain flexible, and respond creatively to uncertainty. while being shaped by cultural, institutional, and educational support system. So here are the types of entrepreneurship. The first is based on entrepreneurial motivation. Entrepreneurship can be divided into necessity-driven and opportunity-driven. Necessity-driven entrepreneurship arises from limited alternatives and economic pressure, while opportunity-driven entrepreneurship is motivated by recognizing opportunities and pursuing self-fulfillment and growth. The second is based on entrepreneurial effectiveness. Entrepreneurship can also be classified by its market impact. Entrepreneurial reproduction simply replicates existing business with minimal innovation. Entrepreneurial limitation involves entering new fields with limited innovation but higher risk. Entrepreneurial valorization creates market value within existing organization, such as internal innovation. Risk-taking entrepreneurship emphasizes high innovation and uncertainty, offering significant reward despite a high failure risk. The next is entrepreneurial environment. The entrepreneurial environment refers to all external factors that influence enterprise development, including political, economic, legal, technological, social, and nature elements. These factors interact with and constrain one another, shaping business growth. The environment can be categorized into economic, social-cultural, and natural dimensions, or into hard, tangible factors such as infrastructure and location, and soft, intangible structure factors such as policy, law, economy, and culture environments. Entrepreneurial environment condition. The first one is financial support. It includes personal funds, family or private loans, venture capital, and equity financing, with most startups relying heavily on private capital due to limited access to formal financing. The second is government policy. Government regulation, tax incentives, and policy efficiencies strongly influence entrepreneurial activity, with varying levels of direct support across countries. Third, government programs. Public projects and institutions provide funding, services, and assistance to support business creation and early stage development. The fourth is education and training. Entrepreneurial education builds skills and mindset necessary to transform idea into viable business through gaps and often exist in creativity and entrepreneurship training. The third is R&D transfer. Effective commercialization of research outcomes support innovation-driven entrepreneurship, but barriers such as weak IP protection remain. The sixth is business environment and professional infrastructure. Accessible registration system, financial and legal services, and affordable operational resources create favorable conditions for startups. 7. Market, market openness. The degree of competition and ease of market entry determine opportunities for new and growing enterprises. The eighth is physical infrastructure, such as transportation, communication, and utilities enable efficient business operation and market access. The last is cultural and social norms. Social attitudes towards risk, innovation, and entrepreneurship shape individuals' willingness to start and sustain business. The next is the value of entrepreneurship. There are two types of entrepreneurship values, individuals and social. Entrepreneurship relies self-value. Entrepreneurship is a key path for self-actualization, driven not only by profit, but by the desire to create, achieve, and prove one's capability. Entrepreneurs are motivated by building something meaningful purposeful, pursuing success, enjoying the process of creation, and, and possessing strong perseverance to overcome uncertainty and resistance. Entrepreneurship drives employment. As higher education expands, entrepreneurship becomes an alternative to traditional employment by enabling graduates to create jobs for themselves and others. It shifts employment from passive job seeking to active opportunity creation and support career development. Entrepreneurs as valuable human capital. Entrepreneurship develops resilience, diligence, innovation, and lifelong learning. Even failure provides critical experience, making entrepreneurs more adaptable and valuable to society and organization, and highlighting entrepreneurship as an effective talent development way. Next is social values. For entrepreneurship sustains economic vitality by promoting innovation, new industries, and continuous value creation. Small and medium-sized enterprises play a central role, contributing significantly to GDP, employment, and technological advancement, and serving as key engines of economic growth, entrepreneurial spirit, and social development. In a knowledge-based and globalized economy, entrepreneurial spirits drive social transformation by encouraging innovation, adaptability, and competitiveness. It supports industrial upgrading and enables societies to respond effectively to rapid economic and technological change. Innovation, entrepreneurship, and national prosperity. Innovation and entrepreneurial spirit are fundamental to national competitiveness and long-term prosperity. Cultivating entrepreneurial talent, especially among younger generations, strengthen economic resilience, accelerate industrial transformation, and ensure sustainable national development. So here are the driving factors for entrepreneurship. The first is variation in the social environment. Rapid globalization, technology so create uncertainty and risk, making innovation and entrepreneurship essential for adaptation and opportunity creation. The second is industrial reconstructing and changing skill demands. The shift toward knowledge, technology, and service-intensive industries increases demand for creativity, adaptability, and entrepreneurial skills to manage career mobility and industrial transformation. The third is severe graduate employment pressure. Rising numbers of university graduates and limited job opportunity push entrepreneurship as a solution for self-employment and job creation, helping ease employment challenges and expand economic opportunities. Here are the overview of entrepreneurship education. Entrepreneurship education aims to equip individuals with entrepreneurial knowledge, skills, and mindset to recognize opportunities, take initiative, manage risk, and create value. It covers opportunity identification, resource integration, business planning, financing, and enterprise management, while fostering confidence and action-oriented thinking. Scholars distinguish between a broad perspective, developing creativity, independence, and innovation applicable to all careers, and a narrow perspective focus on practical skills for starting and running a business. Next is entrepreneurship education in the UK. In the UK, entrepreneurship education is strongly supported by government policy, institutional frameworks, and integrated learning models. Many higher education institutions, HEIs, embed entrepreneurship into curricular and extracurricular activities, supported by national bodies such as Enterprise Educators UK and the National Council for Graduate Entrepreneurship. UK universities emphasize the integration of theory and practice through business competition, internship, and entrepreneurship center, while clear institutional policies, funding mechanism, and interdisciplinary collaboration create a supportive ecosystem that encourages students to translate ideas into ventures. Next, entrepreneurship education in the U.S. Entrepreneurship education in the U.S. developed alongside the rise of an entrepreneurial economy and is reinforced by a mature support system, including favorable policies, venture capital markets, and strongly industry links. US HEIs focus on cultivating entrepreneurial mindset, interdisciplinary learning, and real-world experience, often involving entrepreneurs as instructors. Universities widely adopt campus-wide entrepreneurship education models, integrating technology, innovation, and business through entrepreneurship centers and cross-disciplinary collaboration, particularly in engineering and high-tech fields. Thank you. Sekian dari saya untuk presentasi bab 1.